Here we are with part 2 of making incredible earrings with nothing more than a paper towel roll. Let's get started. Hey you guys, okay, so I wanted to show you that I've already started on one pair of earrings. I added these gorgeous stones. You already know these are stickers. I showed them to you earlier in the video. However, I still feel like they need some zhuzhing up, and so I'm getting ready to add, I think, some glitter to these. And so stay tuned. We're going to decorate all these gorgeous earrings, and you're going to get to see them unfold before you. Okay, so as it relates to the first pair, of course, I already went on ahead and poked a hole in the top. I used my hole puncher to do that. I showed that to you already. I pressed the sticker down. So normally I would have taken the backs off of the sticker and glued them down, but that can affect how this shows kind of yellowy. So sometimes you don't always have the luxury of doing that. So now what I'm gonna do, since it's already hanging, I don't wanna add anything that would slide, potentially slide off. This nail polish is giving me a fit, isn't it? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna paint some gold glitter because I want this to have like some shine to it underneath the paint. So we're just gonna do a really light layer of some gold glitter, which is just gonna give it that pop of color, which I think is fantastic. And we're just doing it really random. Like we don't even want a whole lot of it, right? So really pretty. That's gonna dry with a really nice shine. Now these nail polishes from the Dollar Tree have a bit of a loud smell to them. To me, they do wear off over time. So you may wanna go over it with some of the Mod Podge. Just so it tones that smell down. That's personally how I feel. It kind of is like overbearing, but nail polish is like that. So just keep that in mind, depending on what you're going to use for your design or for your top coat, or, as a part of your design. So we're going to sit these to the side to dry, and technically they are, complete. I think they are so pretty. I'm gonna lay them down so you can see them. And I'm gonna wipe this nail polish off my finger. But let's take a look at these. So the next pair we're gonna make, I think we're gonna use the knickknacks that we talked about. And I'm gonna put these on with some super glue, so that way we don't have to wait for the E6000 glue to dry, or you could of course use your E6000 glue. I also think that I want to cut the corners off of these so they're just a little less square, because to me they're just super square. So I'm just going to cut the corners off. I'm going to match up the other pair as well, but I just want them to be less square. So that works for me. So now let's put them together. And basically with paper, what's really cool about it is you can always use the earring or the item that you're making as a template once you make the first initial cut. So we cut that off. I'm just gonna trim a little bit off the top because I noticed it had a little bit of an overhang. And now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the super glue and we're gonna glue these down. And I'm also thinking I'm going to add some of these Crafter Square rhinestones. So stay tuned and let me glue these down and then we'll start adding them. I don't always use super glue, but when I do, I use the best. I don't always use super glue when I'm designing jewelry because sometimes it can dry out. So the only reason I'm technically using super glue on these is because they're already paper and they already have the triple thick on them. So I feel like it will adhere really well because that's a bit of a tacky base. Although these are completely dry, I feel like they will adhere well together without giving me any challenges. So I'm gonna press those down. I'm gonna make sure they're lined up so that they're even. I'm gonna put the top back on the super glue. Try not to touch myself with that. And then of course, we're gonna get our design on here now. Look how pretty those are. So they have a really great shine to them. I think they look fantastic. And now what I'm gonna do is I wanna add some of these rhinestones around it so that this pair is a little bit more fancy and it really pops. So now if you decide to get these, again, these are in the craft aisle at your local Dollar Tree. I know every Dollar Tree is different, so maybe you can order them online if you don't have a Dollar Tree or if they don't have them in your store. And remember I was sharing, we were sharing that we use these to make some other earrings as well. Because this has a shiny coat on it, when you go to put these down, they're gonna stick. I got some paint right there. They're gonna stick automatically and they're not gonna come off. So be sure of your placement when you go to put them down on your design. And I'm just gonna pick random colors. Like, it doesn't really matter to me what colors they are, because I think they're gonna be really pretty nonetheless. And so remember what I was saying about watching where you put them down, because they have little sticky, there's like little sticky lines that are connecting them. And so those kind of want to go in their own direction, whether it's straight or whether it's crooked. So be sure to try to guide it down when you go to put it down, or it's going to do what it wants to do. At least that's what I'm finding out. And this is my second time using them. So it's fine as long as you don't mind where it ends up. But like this one, I want to lift up because it's kind of slanted and I want it to be straight. So it did cooperate. So far that's what it's looking like. And we're just gonna keep putting them down. I'm gonna do the other one to match and we'll be right back. Look how beautiful this turned out so far. I'm gonna get the other one finished up, but no one will ever believe that this is paper unless you tell them. Let me do the other one. I'll come back and show you what they look like with the findings on. Okay, you guys, so I've gotten them finished, but trust me when I tell you that some of these have a mind of their own. So what I'm doing is I'm putting just a little bit of super glue around any that act like they may want to be funny. And I'm doing a really, really small drop because they're on a clear string or a clear strip that I showed you. So they can easily pull up. And so I'm just doing a really tiny drop so that you can't see it. Try not to get the drop of super glue on the stones because it probably will make them look cloudy and you don't want that. So look how gorgeous they are. And so let me get my finger out of the way. So you could wear these, as a decorative, fun date night earring. You could wear these as a formal earring. Again, I could zhuzh up the back by putting some glitter paint on there, which I probably am going to do because I really want them to have that sparkle and that shine like a pair of princess earrings. So I'm just going to finish putting the glue down and then I'm going to give that a few minutes to dry. And I just encourage you to do this so you don't have to be worried about, the rhinestones pulling up or anything. So stand by, and then we're gonna glitter up the back so that these will be perfectly decorative to be worn year round at any festive event, even during the holidays. I think they would just be perfect. Now, you can't really tell, but the rhinestones on each pair, they don't match, right? They're all not matched up. But because they're gonna be on different ears, it doesn't even matter. And not only that, with all the glistening and everything that's going on, you're not even going to be able to tell. So let's get the backs done. I'll be right back. So just because I really want to bling these out, I'm going to use one of my glitter paints. You can use whatever you have on hand. Again, you can use a glittery nail polish or you can use glitter paints. It really doesn't matter. And the glitter paint is really thick. So, and the back of this is really slippery. So you're probably going to have to put on a couple of coats or put on a coat and let it dry depending on how much glitter you want on the back. But I really just want mine to have some gleam to it. It doesn't have to be completely glittered out. Now what I could do to make this a lot easier as well is you could put white glue or Mod Podge on the back and really dump a healthy heap of glitter, right? Just the glitter you can get from the Dollar Tree, from that aisle that has everything on it, because the crafters aisle at the Dollar Tree, they have gone all out. So we're just glittering up the back so that when someone sees it swinging from the back, it's gonna have that really pretty shimmer and shine to it. Wasn't that a cartoon, Shimmer and Shine? We lost one of our stones. I'm gonna have to go back and grab her. So let's get this on here and then we'll let it dry and we will glue that stone back on. Be right back. Awesome. So with this pair now, while we're letting the others dry, I found these Jolie's, is this Jolie? This Jolie's Boutique. I got this on the sticker aisle at Michael's as well. And these are super cute little scrapbook stickers. And they are really sweet. I must be in a rhinestone mood tonight, right? And then I decided that I want these to have like some polka dots or either some type of outline detail, like a piping along the edging. So I'm kind of deciding that as I go along to figure out what I want to do. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is gluing the rhinestone maybe to the inside of one of these, but there's too much space in there. So we may figure out that little detail just so it can have like a swing effect and have like a dangle. So let's keep going and check it out. So while we're doing the painting, sorry about that. While we're doing the painting, we can be deciding on that detail or that aspect of it as well. So let's go ahead and put some paint on our plate. And then we're going to do some edging details along the edge of our earring. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just taking my dotting tool, like a stylus with a ball tip, and I'm just going to do some polka dots down the side because I want to frame this particular earring out and I want to give it some type of edging. Now, because this is a shiny surface that we're working on, it's kind of slippery, so I noticed that when I put the first dot on, some of the paint kind of splattered a little bit. You can't really tell, but I can see it because it's on the white sheet of paper I'm working on. So you don't want to pick this up right away after you finish putting the dots on. You want to give this one a minute to dry. I'm going to put a dot over the place where we put the hole because it's not going to dry over the hole. We'll be able to go back over and touch that up. So while I'm doing this, I may start blowing on it just a little bit after we get all the dots placed down, just so I can make sure that they dry and they don't start running when I go to pick it up or when I go to move it to put the, I'm gonna try to gently put my finger in the middle right there. But so we gotta move it, we don't have any of our dots trying to escape. Because again, it might take a little bit longer to dry because the paper was shiny. So I'm going to do my best just to scoot that over to the side without touching anything. I have this little Credo blade, so we're going to try to move that over there and not mess with it. But all those dots, I think they came out really cute because, again, I just want a border on the earring. So I'm just going across the top. And you can go in any order that you want to go in, and I'm just adding dots along the side to give it a really cute edging. So I'm gonna go finish this and I'll be right back. So now that we have all the dots on the earrings, I noticed that the top of this one is a little bit longer than this one, so I'm gonna trim that down after this dries. So we're gonna sit those off to the side. We're gonna give them time to dry so that the dots are perfect and we don't have to worry about any mishaps with our design. Eek. And we're gonna move on to the next pair. Awesome, so now we are on to the next pair. We are cooking with gas, and so I decided that I'm gonna do my best, even though we all know that I tell you I don't have a steady hand. While we're letting the polka dots dry, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use some of our silver studs, which I believe I am. I also have this super cute pack of summer table scatters that I got from the Dollar Tree, and they're all these Hawaiian flowers and palm tree leaves. I'm gonna definitely do something with these as well, and some glitter. So we'll see how those are gonna turn out. I can kind of envision them in my mind and see. So we're gonna outline this pair, and I wanna do like a black outline, so I wanna give it a black frame. I don't know, that's just kind of how I'm feeling with this one. I want it to seem like it's a picture. And so if I don't get the straight line that I want, I can always use the scissors to make it straighter and to cut it straighter. Now what you could do, but I didn't, and I don't think you should, but I mean you could. We could use the tape technique that I taught you in order to get a straight line, but my only concern is that because we use the triple thick, that it could pull the paint off. So let me make this line going towards me a little bit darker. And you guys, I really love how these are turning out. I feel like they are just miniature pieces of art, and I love them. So let me do that one a little bit darker, Let's turn it around some. And again, I don't want to touch things because they're going to take a little bit longer to dry because it's on a shiny surface. So I don't want to touch the marker that we already have down. So I'm just doing my best to make a straight line. That's a really great frame. I'm just going to try to touch up over here where it seems like I may have missed a little spot. But I'm not going to get overly detailed. Let's leave that alone. Let me see if I can put the cap on this. Give my Sharpie a sniff. Y'all know I love the smell of Sharpies and gasoline. Oh my Lord, where have they been all my life? And new construction. Look how pretty that is. So we're going to let that dry. Going to put that towards you, but we framed out that piece of art. I really wanted to do it in white. That was what I was initially thinking. However, I couldn't figure out how I was going to trim it and get it straight. So I might save that design for another idea for another day, but let's keep going with this one. So we're gonna do our line on here. I think I was going a little too fast. Let me slow down. I think I'm hungry. I hear the microwave going in the background. My children are warming up food. I feel like I've not been a great mom these last 2 days. I haven't cooked the last 2 days. We just got back so late. I had to go out of town about an hour outside of where we live to look at some lots for my clients that are building a custom home. And we were under contract, and then the builder said that lot wouldn't work that they had selected. So we are back to square one, back to the drawing board. Such is life. That's real estate. And so we got back so late, and I think what's throwing me off is because it stays lighter longer now, you know, with the sun staying out. And so I didn't realize how late it was on the way back, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be too late to try to thaw something out. So anyway, look how beautiful they are. They look like a canvas piece of art. So I'm not gonna touch them. I'm gonna hold them up in a little while so you can see them. We're gonna let those dry, but I believe that we're gonna stud them out somehow, but not cover up all the beautiful details. They already have their holes in them, so we're gonna move them off to the side. And we're going to move on to the next pair because we have a lot more to go. And so let's use another square pair that we have. And now let's open up some of these. These are called table scatters. So let me take that off of there. Some of the stickers stuck to the bag. Well, let me just leave it alone. So these are called table scatters. There's 60 pieces. This is in the Dollar Tree section over by where they have all the tablecloths and the, you know, the seasonal tablecloths and things like that. So let me decide, do we want to do pink? Do we want to do yellow, or do we want to do orange? Let's see. The pink kind of blends in, but it's pretty. I like how the yellow looks. Yeah, I think I'm going to bypass the pink only because it's too blendy. And then I want to do something, I think, in the middle. We're going with yellow. Now let's see if we want to add a leaf detail. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do yellow, and we're going to add a leaf detailing. So let me get out everything that we need, and then we're going to glue our pieces down. Oh, look, but there's something teal in here. That's pretty. Look at that. I think we're going to do that. So I've never used the table scatters before to make jewelry, but when I saw these and they seemed so Hawaiian, I was like, those are so cute. So that's what made me pick those up. So and you can use these, I mean, to do so much stuff. If I wanted to put them on the framed out pair there, I could, but I already have a design idea for that. So we're not going to mix that up. We're not going to zhuzh that up. But those are really pretty. So what I'm going to do now, but now I feel like I want the pink or some type of pink in here. Oh, I gotta decide. But anyway, I can't decide. Let's see. So let's put that down. I don't want to overpower our design, though, that we have going on with the background. So let's see. Okay, we're gonna stick with what we have, although I'm just a little indecisive about it. We're gonna get these glued down. I'll be right back. Y'all know God answers prayers. So there was a little pink dot off to the side that had gotten stuck to some things I had in my little bag that has like random beads in it. And so I found 2 pink pieces that we're gonna glue in the center of the yellow flower. I'm so excited. And then I found these cute little black rhinestones. I forgot I had these cacti. We're gonna do something with them. So we are cooking with gas. Let's keep going. So I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna glue down the flowers. I'm just gonna show you how to do one so that way it won't take so long. I mean, literally, I'm just gonna put down a dot of glue, slap those on there, let it dry. Put a little bit of glue, and then we're gonna let it dry. Press it down. Not overthinking it. I don't think I'm gonna use the leaves, although I like them, only because they're gonna cover everything up. I don't know, I just can't decide. I may place those later and play around with it, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and glue the other flower and be right back. So I decided I do wanna add the leaves because why not, right? Since we're making portraits and we're making art, let's go ahead and put the leaves on there, and I kinda want them to be hanging off, like overlapping on the edge, and I'm just gluing them down with the super glue. So, hold on one second. And what's really cool is it does give you a little bit of time to work with it. I have no clue why, but nevertheless, and then you can go about pressing it down. So we're gonna put this one on and we're gonna let these dry. We wanna make sure we're giving everything time to dry because you're gonna sell these, I know. We don't want stuff to go flying off on people and they'll be like, my earrings broke. Not to say that things like that don't happen or can't happen, but you know, if we can avoid it, that'll be really great. I didn't mean to get quiet, I was focused. Okay, so we have that glued down. I still have some ideas of some things I wanna add to zhuzh those up. So let's slide our frames down. Let's move these over here to dry, and then we're gonna move on to the next pair. I mean, y'all, we are moving out. So let's keep going. I wanna do something with the cactus. I think I have 2 of these cactus sheets. So let's figure that out. So these are puppy stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. I think they're really beautiful. I was waiting in line to check out. It was the first weekend after everything had opened after the coronavirus. I think it was Mother's Day weekend. And people were all up on everybody in the store. I'm like, can you back up, back up? People weren't listening. And I just thought these were so pretty. So I don't know, do they really go with this? Let's see. But I like them. But I don't know. I don't know that they really go with the theme of what I'm doing, but I like the idea of the cactus. So stand by, let's see if I want to use it. Okay, you guys, don't scream. So I have a bag of, sorry about that, eyeballs, right? I keep eyeballs on hand because before I had made some earrings that had eyelashes associated or attached with them. And so I had just kept them. I have tons of craft stuff laying around. So I've decided that I'm gonna create this sweet little eyeball with eyelash on it, I should say. You can get falsies from the Dollar Tree. You can get falsies from the beauty supply store. You can get eyeballs from the Dollar Tree. I got my eyeballs from Michael's. And we're gonna do eyeballs on a hanging pair of earrings. So, I know, scream, scream, and more screams, right? Is it not the cutest thing ever? So I wanna make sure I glue this on here properly. I am gonna show you on the other one how I got the eyeball on the earring. I was just trying to decide if I wanna put it on a square earring or if I wanna put it on a triangle. And I kinda think I wanna put it on the triangle because I like the movement of it. So I'm gonna show you how I did that in a second, but let me get it glued down first to the triangle, okay? So you want to make sure it's straight, put it in the center. And these aren't stickers, the eyeballs aren't stickers. They don't have any sticker on the back of them. So you want to make sure you use a decent amount of glue. I'm just going to sit mine in the middle of the earring and press it down. Not too hard, because there's like a, what am I trying to say? This sits kind of up and goes, and it'll press down in there. So let me see if I have a good adhesion with it. I think I might add just a little bit more glue on the back, like underneath the eyeball part right there. Not too much. We're gonna let that dry. I need to hold the eyeball up to make sure it's straight and not looking crazy. It's adhered to there now. Look how cute that is. And so just to make sure the eyelashes stay put, I'm gonna, because they are stuck on there, not with any type of glue or anything, but I'm gonna go behind the eyelashes. So I'm gonna bend the paper back just a little bit. See how I'm bending it back? And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue along the edge of the eyelash and the eyeball. To make sure it stays. And now I'm gonna use the edge of my brush just to push it down. And I'm gonna show you how I did it, so don't freak out. Or you may be freaking out because it's so cute. I know when I would wear these, I lost the other pair I had. I would get so many compliments. They were like, are those eyeballs? I'm like, they are. Are they not the cutest ever? And they are made with false eyelashes and just eyeballs from the Dollar Tree. So that's one. We're gonna let that one dry. Let me show you how I did it. So I got these false eyelashes from the beauty supply store, but I'm almost sure, I could be wrong, but Dollar General or Dollar Tree should carry eyelashes, okay? And so I got these were actually eyelashes I had bought to wear. And y'all, when I tell y'all I'm not that girl, false eyelashes get on my very last nerve. I felt like lamb chopped a puppet. I could not wait to take those things off. I was like, this is not gonna work, right? But I do admire women that wear them because they are so cute. So I'm gonna peel those off. You're gonna take your eyeball and you're just gonna fit the eyelash across the eyeball just like you would if you were wearing it, right? No different. You're just gonna put it across the top, just like if you would if you're gonna wear it, because there's a bit of a rim on the eyeball, so it's gonna go on there perfectly, right? Now what I could do is I could go ahead and put the glue along the rim now before gluing the eyeball down to, I think I'm running out of super glue. Let's see. Yeah, I'm running out of glue. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the rim of the lashes now so they don't come off. And then I'll go ahead and glue the eyeball down to the paper. So now let me sit these side by side because we've got to match them up. If not, they're not gonna be looking like, the eyes are just gonna be looking off. So I'm gonna sit that down, and it's gonna give you a few minutes to position. I realized that's not the right size eyeball. Why didn't y'all tell me? That's a big eyeball, and I need a medium eyeball. But let me take this off my hand because it was starting to stick. Sorry about that. I realized I had the wrong size eyeball when I was going to put it down. So y'all, you gotta make sure I meant your eyeballs. That did not sound right. So there we are. We're matched up. And since that's wet, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this one down. And I will probably use a different eyelash because I don't want a hot, sticky mess. So make sure you match your eyeballs up. I'm just gonna sit that one down. Make sure it's close to the edge like that one is. I'll just take one of these. And even though it's already laid down, I can fit it on here just like if I was gonna put on a pair of eyelashes, right? I just wanna make sure they're matched up. And you can use the end of your paintbrush to tap them down. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back around that rim with some of the glue to make sure that the eyelash doesn't come up. Now don't get it on the eyeball because it'll have like a cloudy effect. So I'm gonna leave those laying down there while they have time to dry. I know, aren't we oohing and awing at this point? I'm excited myself, right? Because they are just so cute. They're kind of, let me just push them down one more time. It has a good adhesion to it. So they're gonna go like that, like so. Oh my gosh, so let's let them dry. Let's leave them alone. We still have an extra eyelash that we can use, but that one's still a little bit wet from glue, so I'm gonna sit that over there by itself on the side of the table. But yes, I know, these, oh my gosh, I think I accidentally got the eyeball glued to the table. So let me go thwart this catastrophe, and then we'll get on with the next eyebrow. Lord, I cannot talk tonight. I'm hungry, and then we'll get on with the next. Okay, so I wanted to bring the pair back that have the flowers on them because I want to put a little bit of the gold glitter paint on the leaves. I feel like that's just going to give it that pop of art and just glimmer and shine. And I don't know, I just want to. I just envisioned when I was making these that the leaves had some type of gold glitter on them, like a you know, like the stem of the leaf, like it had some gold paint. So I'm gonna do, it's almost kind of like a glob, for lack of a better word. Someone's trying to get off, so let me get that off of there. I need to put a little bit right there. So that's how I have that. That's gonna dry, and it's probably gonna take a little while to dry. So I'm gonna do another long strip down that leaf. Again, I'm not concerned about them matching per se, but just that they have the same design element. Let me hold it up so you can see. So when it's finished, that's how it's gonna look. So we're gonna sit that down and let it dry. I'm gonna do the gold paint that goes on this pair and let those dry. Y'all, I'm seriously not trying to make this be a 3-part video, so I'm gonna finish up the ones that we've already started, and then the other earrings that we have left, we can just keep those as blanks to do whatever we want to with them. So whenever we have a need to make some earrings, or someone places an order, or we can leave them plain like they are, but that's just not in my nature. Right? So we've already gotten these done. I'm gonna finish up the 2 pair that we have left that needed their studs added. And then I'm gonna show you what they look like finished, and we are going to scream and ooh and ah, and then you're gonna go and make some, because you can do this. I know you may say, well, I can't do that, but y'all, this is just paint and glue. Paint, glue, and paper. That's all it is. So you can do this. This is not rocket science. We are just getting components from the dollar store. Paper you already have laying around the house. So this is not something that you can't do. You can do this, okay? So I'm gonna sit those over there for them to dry. They are incredible. And all we did was glue some pieces from the Dollar Tree. The eyeballs, all we did was glue on some false eyelashes and some super cute eyeballs. I noticed that I got glue on the eyeball, but it's okay, it's super cute. And now let's go finish up this pair, the polka dot pair, and we're gonna be done. Oh my gosh, so I've had time to put together the embellishments, and so basically I've just pushed these down. I really wanted to glue them down, but for the sake of time, I just pressed them down, and now I'm gonna go about adding the findings. And we're gonna use gold findings on these. I'll be right back because I wanna show you what they all look like completed, and they are just incredible works of art, so stand by. Okay, so I'm not gonna torture you to sit and watch me add all the findings, but give me a second, we'll be back. I'm gonna show you how everything turned out. So it is almost time for the big reveal. This is the last pair we have to make. I have 2 blanks that we're just gonna leave alone for now because we made enough earrings for now. And so let's glue down. I have these little puffs. I got them from, I believe, Michael's. And I just think they're so cute. So I'm gonna glue these little puffs to these bells. Remember, I got these bells from Hobby Lobby. If you've seen any of my other videos, if you didn't, these bells have the little jump rings on the end, which are just fantastic because it gives you like a lot of design options. So I'm gluing the little puffs down. We're gonna let that dry, which won't take any time at all. And then we're gonna put our design pieces down. I'm putting up the super glue. We're gonna let them dry, and then we're gonna put the pieces down the middle of these last two. I have to poke the hole back in them because I put paint over them, but I mean, that's not hard to do because this is just paper. So stay tuned. Let's let the little pink puffs dry, and we'll get this pair finished, and we'll do the big reveal of all the earrings. Okay, so no sneak peeking. We still gotta finish up this last one. And so what I've decided to do is I'm gonna add, oh my gosh, don't scream. This is the pièce de résistance. So I got these Mickey ears. Basically, these are mini rhinestone heads. I got them from AC Moore when they were still open. They may carry them at Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure. But I got the Mickey ears or the Mickey heads, and I got the mini heads. So this particular pack comes in pink and white or white and pink. So I'm trying to decide, but I think I'm gonna do the white on the pink. So stay tuned. I'm gonna get her glued, and then we're gonna show you everything. Okay, it is time for the big reveal. So screaming at number 1. We have this pair of beauties. They are so blingy and incredible with the glitter. I just love them. All we did was a rhinestone and some gold glitter nail polish as a top coat. Coming in at number 2, we have this framed artwork that we did with outline with a magic marker. We glued on some studs. Again, I found these paper findings at Michael's over in their sticker section. Look how incredible they came out. Who would ever believe this is paper towel, a roll of paper towels, some paint, and some stickers. Love it, love it, love it. Next up, coming in at number 3, these blinged out beauties. Again, paper towel roll done with little rhinestones from the Dollar Tree and some earring findings. And then the center stone, of course, came from Michael's, but they carry something similar at your local dollar store. So super, super cute. We blinged out the back with some gold glitter because you want the back and the front to be as cute. Now here we go. You gotta have an eye for detail, no pun intended. Just kidding. Right, so we made these out of eyelashes, right? Just a pair of faux eyelashes and some eyeballs that we had from a previous project. You can get this so super inexpensive from the Dollar Tree. You can get eyeballs, and I believe they carry eyelashes, but if not, you can get those from your local beauty supply store. And these are super cute. I just added some beads to the bottom just to give them a finished look. And then 2 more pair to go. You guys made it. I want you all to make these. I mean, they are so easy and they are so fun. And I'm in love with every last pair. I believe this is my favorite pair. I think they look like the bird of paradise. They just look tropical. And all I used was the some glitter paint on the green leaves. I used the table confetti that you would get from the tablecloth section of the Dollar Tree. You know how it's they have Easter stuff you can throw on the table, summer, spring, all that jazz. Well, that's where I got those flowers from, and that's how we did those. We just layered them, put on a center bead, and they are fantastic. You think it's ready? Okay. And then the last pair, we minified these. Oh my gosh, because I am a fan of Minnie and Mickey Mouse. They're still wet, so I'm trying to be careful how I hold the post. I made these a post back pair, and we put the super cute little pink puff on. We girlied them out, and my 14-year-old just got her ears pierced. I'm so excited because she said, of course, she would model earrings for me. But she has to wait about 6 weeks before she can do that because, you know, you got to have on your starter earrings before that. But this is the last pair that we completed. I pray you love each and every one of them. I'm excited to see what you'll try and what you can create from nothing other than a simple roll of paper towels. I look forward to our next video. I do videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but because this is part 2, I may not do another creative video until this weekend, but stay tuned. Whatever it is, it'll be great. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and please share. Let's continue to just share with one another, be encouraging, have an incredible week, and I will talk to y'all soon. God bless you.